Sweet dreams.
The first one that springs into my mind is a little scene that I did with Adam Zwar, Tommy, who outside the Triple X dungeon, and we're just taking a quiet moment away from the mayhem, and it's just two guys who are both in a bit of turmoil, pretending to be absolutely fine.
One of my favourite scenes was when I have the bath, because I was freezing. I got to have this really, really hot bath at the very end of, a whole day of shooting. Another favourite scene was probably with all the girls, with Heather, Essie and Nadine, when we were going out together, and we had to act really sort of awkward and kind of stilted, and we were just completely enjoying, and we had to remember, we've got to act, we need to keep this distance, but it was fun, they're just all so lovely.
I've liked a lot of scenes with Josh. I'm in bed with Rhonda Birchmore. That's my favourite scene in the film. It'll be yours too.
That scene at the wedding where I go, like a mad woman in the middle of the dance floor.
And there was a scene where Josh's character Steve is at work and his mother Rose comes to the work because she's heard through her friend that he's getting married, and she assumes that it's to the girl that he's been in love with for some time. So she's really excited, comes in with a ring that was her mother's, and wants to present this to him, and she's just overjoyed and thrilled because he's about to be married to this girl that she adores. I think what was special was, firstly, it was the first scene I did with Josh, and it was just beautiful to have the connection with him. And it was a scene where expectations are kind of dashed.
Oh, the dancing scene with Jeff, just to watch him dance, it was just hilarious. Just having a bit of a groove in the lounge room, and then her dad walks over, and at first it's a bit of a bonding, oh yeah, cool, we're dancing together, but then he just takes it way too far and starts bringing out these ridiculous 80s moves.
Our breakup on the street, I think that was the most pleasurable acting sensation I've had on the film. And it was just lovely hanging out with Nadine and Heather and, and Isabel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lovely, whenever we're hanging out together, we always have a good time.
The dancing scene I thought was interesting. It's the one connection we have with his wife and his daughter that we see, yes, that there was a family there. There's the shell of a family there. 80s dancing to me, and it could be more Adam Zant than anything, but it seems to be you keep your palms at the same distance and the head seems to wobble between. It's like you've got a pipe cleaner between the two. See, and in fact, I think Nikita was quite surprised because she looked at this bizarre man doing bizarre stuff, and she thought, and I explained to her, no, everyone did this in the 80s. Everyone did this.
I guess I enjoyed all the sort of the lovely, intricate stuff we had in the house between Lisa and Tommy, where we got to create our little world, and because we had the first week of the shoot, in a way, it was quite selfish of me, but I just thought, oh great, we just get to create this world and no one else is out there and it's just our time. So yeah, we kind of fell into this false sense of security that it was always going to be like that. That is my favourite scene in the film. I just love that little skid that he does and the way he just goes still for a minute after he stops in his undies.
The scene for me in the supermarket aisle. So what happens is Lisa tells Tommy that her doctor requires her to get a vibrator or a dildo so she can practice on herself and hopefully cure her vagina. At once he's kind of scared and aroused. Nadine's got this, she does such a great turn in incredulity, she's got this look. And this makes Tommy can make Tommy feel very small.